Our special guest for the evening is ready. Um, she's online. Lego. Okay, hold up. Let me start my virtual cam. Cool. I think that should be good. And let's give her a call here. Alrighty. Oh shit.
Hello.
We
Hi.
ready? What is good? Hold up. I am
Can you
trying
hear
to.
me?
I can hear you for sure. Oh, you're now okay. I gotta change the. You're currently named Kathy, so that's a problem.
That's hilarious. No. I'm honored to be Kathy. I'm honored. Tuesday, best underground freaking producer in all of Toronto.
Real shit.
Hell yeah, I'll take it.
Real shit. All right, we got Kath. I mean, it's over. Wrap it up. Wrap it the fuck up.
Chat.
It's
We're done.
fucking over.
Interview right there. Gabzzz just called me Kathy twice, not once, but twice. I'm joking. I'm playing.
Oh, it's fucking over. Okay, we got Childlike on the line. First off, I think this is the first time we've actually talked, like, other than on DMs.
Have we not met in person, like at an event, like FTN or Vanity?
I don't think so. I feel like I saw you at first class when Freem performed, but I don't think I talked to you then.
Oh, yeah, you probably, bro, you should have came and said hi.
I know, but I'm awkward as fuck. Okay, like real shit, especially at shows. I'm
Bro.
bad. No, I literally like that night. I talked to Kathy for like a minute, and then I felt bad because I just kind of disappeared in the show, and I literally DM'd Kathy. I was like, "Yo, I'm sorry, I'm awkward at shows." Like real shit. But anyways, um, for those who don't know,
Yeah.
who are you? What do you do? What do
What
they
do
need
I
to know?
do? They need to know. The people need to know who I am. So hi guys, welcome. I'm honored to be here. First of all, I feel like I've been seeing like Gabzz's interviews all around, so I'm like super excited to be here. And my best friend Kathy was here. But that's enough about the people I love so much. But hi, my name is Childlike. I am a producer, a songwriter, an artist from Toronto, and I'd say I'm mainly in like the alt pop kind of R&B hip hop vibe.
Real shit, real shit. I do think you. I'm not gonna lie. I love your aesthetic. What
Thank
goes
you.
into
I
that?
love that.
What is there like a premeditated thing, or is it's just you being you and expressing that? Like what goes into that?
I feel like it's partly who I am, but also a lot to do with my name and how like it ties into the branding of my name. So I've always been kind of like an alty looking kid. Like I always wore like big platform boots growing up, and I always like dyed my hair crazy colors and wore kind of like grungy outfits. And then because my artist name is Childlike, and we were trying to kind of polish the look that would tie into the branding of Childlike, we just went ham with it. So we kept the gothness of it, like the boots, like that's like sick as fuck. But then we added like more childlike elements. So like I always have like bears and shit. Or wait, let me pull it up. Hold up. I'm grabbing a thing. I'm grabbing a thing. I'm back. Or like my main thing for my branding and my look is I always have like friends because it's childlike. So I guess my look is like creepy, goth, kawaii, cute.
I'm glad you mentioned
Yeah.
creepy because we just watched your new music video, and the circle of toys is definitely
It's giving exorcism.
it's just a little bit, you know. It feels very, I would say, almost punk without the punk at like it's very pop punk, but the music isn't necessarily, I would say. But
Yeah, I'd say that's about right.
uh I first discovered you, I think I first covered you with Deja Vu. But when did you start like releasing music and like becoming the artist you are?
That is a great question. So I've always been like making music since I could like produce sounds. You
Sorry,
get
the
over it.
ADHD throwing the bear is crazy.
It's all good. But basically I've always been writing music, and I started like producing on like GarageBand when I was like 10. And then like 10 to 13 I was like learning. And then around like 14, 15, my parents were like, yo, like she's kind of good at this. Like we should give her like a goal or like a milestone, like something to work towards. And they were like, why don't you try putting out one of your songs? And so I released my first song. It was called Smile when I was like 15. And it's kind of
Wow.
just been like history from there. But I've been like slow at releasing my stuff. Like it started off with just like a song a year because like I take a lot of time on my music, and then now like the rollouts have I'm trying to do like the 6 week interval type thing now. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
don't
So
mind me.
the essentially once a month, which yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's what I'm going
Um,
for.
so where do you get your style from? What inspires you to create in the way that you do?
Literally life for me. I've always listened to like a lot of different types of music growing up. Definitely a big alternative influence growing up, like a lot of rock. But then I have like a great appreciation for like hip hop, rap, R&B and stuff like that. And so for me it was more about just like trying to combine what I thought was best from both of those genres. Sorry, I'm like slapping the bears. The ADHD is like really getting into it.
You really got a stim
But
out
yeah,
here.
guys, I'm nervous. Come on. But for me, it was just about trying to make the music that I wish created. So for me, it's like I feel like my sound is definitely different than a lot of people, but I also feel like that's a good thing. I try to make my music sound like as good as what you would hear on the radio or like what's hitting in pop, like have that level of excellence and quality, but then I still want it to sound different from everyone else, so it's like recognizable and it's me.
I definitely have. I can recognize that in what you've released so far, especially in production value, not only in the actual music itself, but like in the visuals. What I really want to talk about though is especially the most recent. I think it's the most recent release, but at least the music video you just released for "I Love You," but it feels incredibly
Yeah.
personal. What goes into that? Is it really hard for you to share something like that publicly, or like what goes into the
Mm.
more personal aspect of your music?
I'd say music has always been there for me like when I'm going through some shit. Like everything I talk about in my music is like real things that have happened in my life. And lately, like with for example, with I Love You, but the song that I just released, it was a challenge and it didn't exactly all go according to plan because like shit was hitting the fucking wall at the same time. Um so a lot of the times I feel like my music is about my love life, my relationships, and that song was about a relationship that I was in for 5 years with someone who I thought I was going to marry, and I still, how do I explain it? That person I still have a lot of love for, still think is a great person, but just did some fuck shit and some shit that was not acceptable, and so I wrote that song. And then in the process of releasing it, it's hard because you still care for that person. And it's like, I don't want to slander anyone online either because I'm not that type of person. But it's also like, this is my music. And I made something beautiful out of such a brutal situation that literally tore me to shreds. So I feel like if I just do nothing with it, it's like wasted potential.
Mm-hmm.
So it's challenging. It definitely is challenging. But it's also, I feel like why I put out my music is like, shit, if I'm going through this and this was my only way of voicing it or expressing it, someone else probably needs this too.
Real, real. It's an aspect of artistry that I think is underappreciated, especially when it comes to like bigger artists. Like just recently, I listened to the Kid Laroi album, and I'm like, brother, are you okay? Like it's clearly, very clearly about one specific person who was very in the public eye. Do you feel like you kind of have an advantage having that person not be in the public eye?
100% you know what? You know what's crazy is like some people in my personal life know who it's about, or like some of those, like there have been situations where that person still like will follow me or is seeing what I'm doing online, and it's like people will talk, like I'll hear it like in one of my friend groups, like so and so was saying da 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 da, oh they saw your video on da 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 da, and like that is hard, not gonna lie. So I can't even imagine what it would be like to deal with that, like dating someone in the public eye, if that was the case.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very glad I'm at the level we're at. You know, like there's no need for people
What
to
do you
be,
mean?
bro. I mean, like there's a level of parasocial nature that this generation is just it's too much. It's too much. Especially like listen, I'm the biggest the Kid Laroi fan. I'm seeing Tate McRae now dating another hockey player, and like everywhere on like social media it's like covered. Like bro, imagine seeing your ex everywhere with another guy or
That's
another
crazy.
girl, like for your case, like yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, wait, now I'm kind of like that's how my exes are feeling, because they just see me like posting my music about the shit, and I'm just like, that's
it's
crazy.
it's okay. Stoli says he'll slander anybody in his song unprovoked, so there's a very
Yo,
great
shout out
contrast.
Stoli. That's my goat right there. Stoli's a G.
How did you meet Stoli? Because I had Kathy like talk about it a little briefly, and she just glazed Misa the
Yo,
entire time. But how did you meet Stoli?
that is very Kathy coded. I know Stoli through Kathy.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So Kathy, like if you, for the people watching who don't know, Kathy is my best friend in the entire world. That was my best friend. I see her like all the I was actually just on a fucking phone call with her for 45 minutes before this. I was like, guys, what is Gabzzz gonna ask me? Like, should I be nervous? Should I prepare? Like, fuck. But no, she only said good things. But I know Stoli through Kathy. Kathy sent me his music, and I listened to his album Coming of Age, and I swear I listened to his song Coming of Age when I found it probably 70 times in one night, and I was like, I am sold. I need to work with this guy. So then I hit him up, and that's kind of how it happened.
Real shit, real shit. I mean,
Yo, you need
Stoli's.
to get Stoli on here
Bro, I've
one day.
tried for years, brother.
I'm gonna bully Stoli after this.
Bro, there
I'm
was
gonna call him up and be like, fucker.
I was supposed to interview Stoli literally probably like 2 years ago, and he, I don't know, timing backed out or whatever. But you know, yeah, no, I've known Stoli since
Crazy.
like 2022. Like,
Break down the story. I need to know the lore.
I just know Devon. That's really all it is. I covered Don Valley. Devon followed me from that. Devon introduced me to Stoli. It's it's not really complicated, but yeah,
I feel like everyone in the Toronto scene is like so tightly wound,
it's
so
it's
connected.
it's a spider web. It's genuinely just a spider web. Yeah. How did you meet Kathy though?
Oh my god. Guys, literally my favorite thing to talk about. Like, guys, fuck any relationship I've been in. fuck any other anniversary. There's only one in this world that matters, and that's how me and Kathy met. So, hold up. I only need 2 of these bears. Basically, the pink one is gonna be me, obviously. Okay? The brown one can be Kathy. It's cute shit. And so I was playing my first Fuck the Numbers concert ever. They invited me out. Shout out Virgo. Those guys are freaking dope. And this was also when Freem was still like running the sound for it. So we were playing Bovine Sex Club. It's not a sex club, guys. It's just a venue. Like, let's be so for real. And I pull up, and as you know, in many of these like Toronto underground events, where are any of the women? Where are they?
Do they even exist?
Do I exist? Like, like there aren't many of us. And so I pull up to the event looking swaggy. I'm there for my sound check, doing my thing. And I do my thing and I'm just chilling on the sidelines. And then this random figure appears, like emerges from the darkness with big curly hair. And it's Kathy Catuzzi. And she's like, she comes up to me and she's like, "Hey girl, I know you don't know me, but your sound check was amazing. I've never done a show before. Can you please give me advice on how to not suck? And also, like, you're the only girl here." And we kind of just hit it off from there. And like she stayed for my part of the show and I stayed for her part of the show. And like because we were like one of the like some of the only women at the event, and it was our first time playing this event together. We didn't know the people running it. We didn't know how safe it was going to be. We were kind of like just keeping an eye out on each other, like just girls being girls. um and I remember I watched her set, and like I think there's so much talent to be seen, but when I saw her perform, my world was just like, oh my god, like literally one of the best singers, best songwriters, best producers I had ever like freaking seen. Like I didn't understand what I was seeing when she was on that stage. I just knew it was fucking good and I wanted to cry right then and there. And so yeah, we met at Fuck the Numbers in October of not 2020, I think of 2025. No, it would be 2024 is when it happened. And then I remember in January of 2025, I was like going through a breakup and I didn't want to feel lonely. And so I just hit her up one day and I was like, "Hey, do you want to go grab tacos?" And we just like had the best time. So that's how I know Kathy.
Real shit. Real shit.
Yeah.
And now it's all history. It's like, you know.
Yo, literally, I see her more than anyone. She is dead ass like my biggest motivation, my biggest inspiration right now is Kathy. I don't know
Kathy's the
anyone
goat.
who works as hard as her. Yeah.
Real
She's
shit.
goated.
Back to your shit. I want to talk about the.
Guys, I feel like I just talked about Kathy for like how long?
No, but that's how this goes. That's why it's live. It's like it's unscripted, just natural, real as fuck. Um, I want to talk about your video production, especially considering I literally just watched your most recent music video. What goes into
Thank
that? What
you.
goes into the artistry in just like the visual aspect of your music?
So for most part, I do all of the direction. On I Love You, but I did all the direction. Um, I'd say my management definitely, they help me kind of like tie everything together so it still looks like a cohesive brand. Um, but for the direction, that's all coming from me. Originally, like we had no plans on doing a music video for I Love You But. And I just couldn't sit still. It didn't feel right for me to do a video that was so emotionally heavy and not like to do a song and not give it a video. So for me, I guess what that process looked like, let me be so fucking for real. The song came out, and then I think it was like 2 days after it came out, I was in my house and I lived with my family, and everyone was away. And I was like alone in my house for the week, and I was listening to the song, and I was like going through a breakup as everything was happening. And I listened to the song, and I just had a full-on mental breakdown in my house alone, where I was just crying, screaming, throwing up, the whole 9 yards. And I was like, okay, I can either sit in my emotions and let them just eat me up, or do what I do best and make something out of it. And so I literally just pulled up my notes app, listened to the song, crying my freaking eyes out, and just wrote down like every visual I saw. And because the relationship that it's about is about like a 5-year relationship, the reason why it was so hard for me to leave was that person was like my source of comfort, because I had like no friends at that time in my life. So I was like, okay, shit, like how do I represent him without it being like a physical person? Because I didn't want to have like another physical person in the video. So I was like,
Hmm.
why don't I just get a giant teddy bear? Um, and so that kind of became the main thing, was like for the I Love You But video was me singing to this teddy bear. Um, And then I was like, okay, how can I add on to that? Well, the man like cheated on me and fucked around. So then I started adding more teddy bears into the scene. So that's like what all the other stuffies represent, are like all of his vices and all the other bitches.
Okay, that makes sense. It's not just a cult of teddy bears.
It's not just the cult, guys. It's not just an exorcism. We're doing other things here.
They represent the
Yeah.
whole. Yeah, no, that makes sense. No, but how? Okay, this is a this might not be necessarily like an incredibly important question, but this is a question just purely because I think the experience of releasing a breakup song while going through a breakup is a particularly, maybe it's a pretty exclusive club probably. How painful is that experience, especially trying to market said song?
Oh, I felt like quitting. I'll be so for real. I felt like quitting, like so many times. And if it wasn't for Kathy, my mom and dad, who like see me do like eat, sleep, breathe music nonstop, like they were there to remind me of why I was doing this. And it was difficult, but shout out the people who were there for me, because they got me through it.
Real
And I'm
shit.
so glad that I did.
Real.
Yeah.
Bigger and better. But
In such a better position right now.
I will say though, as far as marketing goes, I think you're one of the more consistent artists when it comes to marketing. What goes into your work ethic when it comes to marketing your music and putting your music out there and making sure that people notice it?
So me and my manager always like to ask this question. If someone were to dress up as childlike for Halloween, how would they do it? And so the answer for that is like, okay, well, for me, it's like, regardless on if I'm dressed as childlike, if I'm just dressed as Stella, like me, even like I still look like childlike to a degree, is I always have the boots on. I'm always like in goth clothing. Usually I have I don't have my chain on. That's crazy.
Damn.
That's crazy. Usually I have my chain on, and then like I have my hair in pigtails. And so that's kind of like that's my look. But I'd say, and then like from that, what is the color palette? It's like, okay, I'm pretty goth. Like I'm always wearing like black, but I always have like a pop of color. And if it's a pop of color, it's usually like pink. But it's like I'd say it's mainly like having my hair in pigtails or braids, and then the boots and the goth look. That is like that has to be there. And I
Mm-hmm.
feel like for artists who are trying, who know their look but want to be consistent, and this pissed me off so much in the beginning, is yes, you have to be consistent with your content and filming it, but you also have to be consistent with that look. So there would be so many times where I would film a video, whether it was a talking video or a performance video, and I would send it to my manager, and my manager would be like, looks great. You can't post it though. And I'd be like, why? And she would be like, you didn't have your pigtails in, you didn't have your braids in.
Oh.
But like it pissed me off because I would have to go out and reshoot it. But she was so fucking right. Because it's like
Mm-hmm.
I'm not recognizable. Yeah.
Real, real. I mean, like,
Yep.
what goes into a day of shooting promotional
Sorry,
content
my
for
dog
you?
just not.
Oh,
Sorry, I did not catch that.
what goes into a day of shooting promotional content for you? Like, obviously, it seems you have to get ready, but after that, what's the process like?
I'd say if it's not a music video, because a music video day looks totally different than a day of shooting content, I'm gonna say my favorite answer, and you guys are gonna be like, Stella, are you seriously, child? Like, are you saying this shit again? Guess what it is, guys? Kathy Katuzzi. Usually what happens is I'll call up Kathy, and I'll be like, "Hey, girl, it's that time," and she's like, "Oh, really? I need content too," and so we'll pick a day in the week, and we'll get 3 songs. And we'll take the songs and we'll cut them into bits. So we'll cut it into the verse, the chorus, the bridge, and then we'll export all those audios like onto our phones so we have them, and they'll all have like a 4-bar click, like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it plays a song, right? So we'll get that prepared, and then we'll usually bring like, and like we'll have our outfits, but then we'll bring like an accessory, like a jacket or like a bag or something, and then we'll go out to like 2 or 3 locations, and we'll shoot each part of the song with that outfit. Then we'll do the next song, do it all over again, do the next song, do it all over again, change the outfit, do it all over again, go to the next location, do it all over again. And like usually me and Kathy, like when we were doing it consistently, we were out for like maybe, if we were doing a real shoot, we were doing like 3 hours. But most of, like, if I'm being honest, it was always like, we're going out for dinner, let's just shoot some content for an hour after.
Mm,
And me and her did that for like 2 months, and we both ended up with like 300 clips for each song.
real
So that is the best way to do it. Because then,
efficiency.
like, if you're like sick, or if you get called into work, you don't have the excuse of being like, "Oh, I don't have content." It's like, no, you always have content then.
Mm-hmm. Real as fuck. That's some real
Yeah.
sauce. That's I feel, bro. There's a lot of artists that need that. Bro, I don't get the artists that don't post shit. They just drop a song and then it's like,
Bro, it's like, I always like to think, like, I think of it in like a financial point of view. It's like, if you just keep your money under your mattress, it's there. Okay, your money's there. But if you invest that shit, maybe in 10 years, you might have a little bit more. Versus if you just left it under your mattress, you have the same amount, you know? So, like, if you do nothing, you're going to get nothing. But if you do something, there's the possibility of something happening.
at least there's
So,
a there. It may not, but there's a chance.
you're casting votes for yourself.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that makes sense. What is your roadmap for 2026? I'm very intrigued.
2020, consistency with posting and releasing music. So, I've been trying to do that 6-week interval thing. And I'd say that was it's a good target, but did I hit it? If I'm being honest, I did not hit it because the breakup happened, life happened. And so I'd say the 6 weeks ended up becoming like 8 weeks in between each one, which is not really great for like the Spotify algorithm. So I'm really trying to hone down on that interval this year, and just consistently posting. I think last year I only put 2 songs out. This year at least I want to put out like 6 songs. That'll be good.
All singles, no projects. Is that the
I'm gonna say all singles, depending on how it goes. Maybe an EP.
ooh? Okay.
Maybe we'll see.
Is it hard for your creative process? Like it sounds like a lot of your creative process involves your real life. Is it hard for you to draw that up and create, or is it just natural for you?
I'd say it's natural. Like, I usually always have shit going on in my life. Guys, like this year I'm choosing me. I'm choosing peace, but there's always like I don't know, there's always some shit going on. Or like even if things are calm, yeah, that's actually another goal I have is I feel like a lot of my music has been always like breakup music. Like a girl talking about like, oh, how she got did wrong by her man. Like it's always been about relationships. For me or about like friendships that went south, I got did dirty. And this year I really want to focus on making some more wholesome music. So a slightly different direction. Or music that's not so tied into relationships. Because I feel like there is way more to the world than that.
Real shit. Real shit. Um, when it comes to the when you go to record, what's the first
Mhm.
thing you think about? What's the first
Ooh.
step?
Like when I'm recording, like when I'm tracking.
Yeah.
Oh, that's I'm like thinking like what do I think about? I'm gonna start the piano. Da, 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 da. I'm usually thinking about how I want to deliver the vocal. Cuz I'm a singer. Like I can really sing the shit in a bunch of different ways, but I'm also a producer. So I'm like, how do I want this vocal to stand out in the mix? Do I want it to be like a screamo type of vocal? Do I want it to be like a pop vocal, like really upfront in your face? Or do I want it to have like a bunch of reverbs? Do I want it to sound like really dreamy? I might need like an airier type of vocal for that. So I'd say that's usually what I'm thinking about like right before I record.
Do you mix your own stuff?
Okay, here's the thing. People have been asking me lately to mix their stuff, but here guys, here's the deal. I'm really good at getting shit to a rough mix, and I do know my shit. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I just need to believe in myself a little bit more. I feel like I could mix my own stuff, but I do go to another engineer to mix my stuff.
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But
like I go to an actual like professional.
so what goes into your mix? What do you're like, okay, this is the recorded aspect of what you want. Where how what do you tell your engineer? It's like, yo, okay, I need this type of mix on it.
Ooh, you know what? Here's the thing. It's like I feel like my rough mixes are so good that most of the time I don't like give another reference to another song. I usually give him a reference mix of what it already sounds like. And then I'm just like, make this sound better. Or like make it sound a little make it not sound like shit. Or like I'll be so dead ass. I'll be like, "Yo, like I got my guitars and my synths right, but just my bass and my kick are not like punching the way I want. Can you just like make it hit and then also make my vocals sound better than everyone else on the planet, please?
Can you make me the greatest artist on the planet and that's it? That's it.
Please. Just make me the best. Thank you. Please make my mix better than any of your other artists.
So like
I will pay you.
if you were to mix for another artist, what who would actually, you know what? Fuck that. Who would you want to work with in general?
Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't know if you guys know Dina Ayada, but her.
Fire.
She's got a co-sign from Gunner right now. She's like she's this Moroccan artist based in Belgium. She is like tough shit. She's
She's
like
fire.
about to blow up, I feel. Yeah.
Stoley says Mark Carney, or as I
I
would call him,
know.
Mark's Carney. Um, listen, if you got a Mark Carney feature, it would be fucking fire. But
Yo, what?
pose up like that motherfucker that plays Shane Hollander,
That's
Chairman
crazy.
Carney. But like, okay, so if you were Did I see a clip?
Solely in the chat.
Stoley's been here the entire time. I don't know what he's like. I've been ADHD as fuck, and he's just kept up, and I respect him for that.
Shout
That's
out
the
Solely,
real shit.
real one.
But do you do you have a song with Stoley? I think I saw a clip of something with Stoley.
I do. I do. Guys, I really, wait, where's my mic? Hold up, I have a mic somewhere. Guys, I really made it happen. Like, I saw the man, he makes great music, and now here we are. Come on now.
I love the theatrics. I've never had a guest that has the enthusiasm for this.
Guys, what the fuck? You guys need to, like, come on, you're on Gabzz's fucking interview. You need to start standing, like, use those legs.
Start expressing yourselves in the interview.
Like, lazy motherfuckers. Like, y'all know how to use your legs? Shit. But no, I'm like a very giddy person. So I feel like that's just me.
Real. Real. How do you feel about
But
your
yeah, anyways.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was gonna say I do have a song with Solly. It's fire. It's what's it called? It's called Anger Issues. Tough.
Real.
Hopefully it comes out.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
How do you feel in? Because I feel like you've talked about performing at Fuck the Numbers. How do you feel in your position in the Toronto music scene? I wouldn't even call it the underground scene, just the Toronto music scene in general. How do you feel about your personal position in said scene?
The Toronto music industry, I feel like, is very interesting. I feel like our sense of community is great. I would love to see more women in it, and I would like to see more women represented in it.
Real as fuck.
Specifically, like, and like, especially like producers, because I'm like, I don't know any other than Kathy. That's like really it. I feel like my position though, I feel like, I don't know, people, how would I express this? I guess I've never like really given that a thought, like where my position is in the Toronto industry. Huh. I'm not too sure, genuinely. I'm just kind of here. I'm just
Real.
kind of here, guys. Please
Real.
support my music.
I mean, to be fair, it's not like a core part of your identity, so I guess it's a little different. Especially considering like you're more pop based than anything, so you kind of just forgo all of that. So
Yeah,
that's
I
fair.
feel like it's like Toronto is definitely here to support me, which I love. Y'all are the best. But then when it comes to like where my audience is, I have Toronto, but then I have like a lot in like the States, but also in like Spain and Japan. So it's kind of like all around.
Real. But what
Yeah.
I would, I guess a better question for you then is, what has been your experience with the Toronto music industry?
Like the industry itself. I'd say groups like Fuck the Numbers have really made a difference. Like they're definitely trying to open more doors for a lot of artists and put artists on the map, which is great. When it comes to some of the bigger corporations in the music industry, there's not much, like, I haven't had much great experience. Like, I feel like I've had more help coming from my producers here in Toronto than anything, than like any label helping me out. Like there's really been nothing for me here in Toronto. Like my management is based in Los Angeles.
Oh wow, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, Toronto, pick it up, guys. Come on. Or like shout out like fucking I know that there's like SOCAN and Factor and the Ontario Arts Council. They do help like offer these events to artists to put them on the map, to fund them, and I think those are great. Um but it's so competitive. Like I've applied for the Factor grants and they've been well received, but I feel like there's so many people applying. It's just highly competitive.
Mm,
It's hard to get any support, like
real.
financially in that sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, that makes sense. I mean, so if your management's in LA, have you been traveling for music at any point?
I have. Yeah, I went in January, not of this year, but of last year during the fires down there,
Oh,
which was
damn.
crazy. Guys, it was crazy. The air quality was fucked. You would go outside and like your face, like no matter what you did, you would be like puffed up, and I would have like a constant headache at all times.
Damn.
But at least I didn't like lose my home or anything, so I really have nothing to bitch about.
Real as fuck. But
Like
um
shit.
other than the fires, what was your general experience like?
Other than it literally burning down to the ground, guys. Um, it was great. I had an amazing time when I was down there. I don't know if I would go down there right now with the current state of, yeah, of the US, but I hope that things get better and go in a more peaceful direction. But when I was there, I had an amazing time, and it really reminded me like why I'm doing all of this.
Real. Real as fuck.
Yeah.
So yeah, uh I'm trying to think of anything else I would like to ask you.
I know that you've got Russell coming on here up next.
Well, I don't necessarily have him. That's a common misconception. Oh, I'm fully just covering. I want to open Spotify, but not covering you. Okay, there we go. But no, I'm doing a little bit of a research project on Russell coming up next. But I,
Russell is cool. I met him at the SOCAN Awards
oh yeah.
like a year and a half ago. Yeah, so when I saw that, I like DM'd him and I was like, "Hey, yo, like, ain't no way." Yeah,
No,
that's so
no,
shit.
I literally have no contact with Russell, so that's kind of false advertising on my part. But I don't know. Anyway,
No, you're good. No, you're good.
real.
You're good. You're good. That's
Uh,
it. Come on, that's how you get us in here.
you know what I mean? Just create some noise. No,
You gotta.
it's so funny. I literally just reacted to his song last week, and I was like, I know jack shit about him, and all of a sudden I was looking at his page, and it's like, oh, there's songs from like 14 years ago. Okay, I need to do some research. So why not doing it
Research.
live? But
How about you? Guys, I got my bears.
just incredibly ecstatic to have your bears with you.
Yo, ecstatic to be on the fucking show, man.
Real. Thank you. I mean, I appreciate you coming. Um, what's next? What is absolutely next? What's going on? Do you have anything coming up like forthcoming that's
I
like
do. It's big. Promise or Die, next single, drops on February 13th, right before Valentine's Day.
real as fuck?
Promise or Die. It's a very
It's
intense
tense.
song.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's coming out next. I've already shot like some visuals for it. Shout out. I don't know if you guys know AV. I gotta give a shout out to AV, but he's sick. You guys should connect with him. He does like he makes music himself. He's such a
Hmm.
sweetheart. My fucking kuya. That's my fucking Filipino king right there. But he also shoots content. So he got some good stuff for me. So that's been fun. But Promise or Die is a very interesting project because it's a it was a co-write, but we're calling a feature with a band called City Builders. check out City Builders. It's run by a girl named Grace and her friend Theo, who does some of the production. And it's an incredible project. Like, all the production on it has been absolutely insane. Like, creating sounds that I've literally never fucking heard in my life. And then arrangement content is really clever, really cool. So I'm excited to get it out. Yeah.
Real. Real as fuck. I think you kind of cut out there, but I think we got the gist of it. I don't know.
Yay. Promise or Die. February 13th. It's intense and it's good.
Real as fuck. I appreciate you coming on. We will definitely connect once again soon.
Hopefully in person.
Absolutely. I mean, we'll see. I don't know how outside I am going to be, but you know, I want to be outside. It's just getting there.
Yeah. No, it's fucking freezing right now, guys. Stay warm, please.
I'm also in fucking Barrie of all places, so like,
It's rough out there.
yeah, like whatever you got, I got like twice the snow. That's
That's fucked. No, yeah, no. Get this. Keep the snowblower on deck. Like, get someone ship this man like 120 like hand warmer packs right now. Like, come on.
and maybe a couple days off. That would also help. But you know, it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good in the end. I appreciate you coming on. Uh,
Yo,
go
thank
watch
you.
go watch the new music video. Go follow Childlike on all socials, and be ready for something or die. I forgot the
Promise or Die.
Promise or Die, February 13th.
Promise or Die.
I will
Thank
see
you.
you.
Thank you guys so much for having me on the show.
Take it easy.